wild obsession with baked potato chips. And I knew you like the Lay's baked potato chips, and they're like very hard to find. But like, is this another one of these? Are baked too, right?
I don't know. Let me read it. I don't know. It just says crinkle cut. They don't seem specifically baked. I don't know if I see anything.
But you like the baked ones, though, no?
Oh, I love the baked Lays. I love the baked Lays, but this one has become my new favorite chip. And they say that it's healthier. I don't know what it is. It tastes a lot like Ruffles potato chips, but healthy.
Okay. The Ruffle ones are delicious. They're great with like a ranch. Homemade ranch, though. Homemade ranch.
I love the Ruffle cheddar. When they got that cheddar on the top of the Ruffles.
Do you know what? You had a friend, you know what she used to do? She used to take eggs and bacon, and she used to take the cheddar Ruffles, pour some cheese on there, like have some homemade salsa. You basically like have like this breakfast bowl. Whoa. And like it was bomb. But there was one thing that was great about those is because like how thick they were, they're really like great. Like if you wanted to like make like a nacho bowl or something, that's what I always like remember. Like
I
with
forget
friends.
about that. That like that would work out really well. My ex's mom had an Easter breakfast casserole that she used to make that was just fucking amazing. And if we lived in Nebraska, things kind of maybe would have gone differently 10 years ago because that casserole was damn good. I'm just kidding. But no, I got the recipe for the casserole. And it is so incredible. It has hard-boiled eggs and potato chips and bacon.
Oh.
And cheese. All in a casserole dish, like in the oven. And like you have like this crunch from the chips.
Well, obviously the chips are on top. They're not like, you know.
They're in there.
What?
The chips are mixed inside and they don't get soggy. And they bake and then the chips are on top too. It's incredible. Like you use like Lay's chips. So they're like little like thin layers of potato. Oh my God. This woman, I don't know where this casserole came from, but if you were to Google like Easter breakfast casserole with hard-boiled eggs, you would find it. Or you could Google with hard-boiled eggs and potato chips. Something would come up. And nowadays you could find it. That thing with the hard-boiled eggs, cheese, bacon, potato chips. Oh, it just like I'll Google and then I'll pass it.
What's it called?
It's got no name. It's just.
I mean, have you heard about Taco Bell bringing back their El Granito?
No, but Taco Bell. Well, yeah. Doesn't Taco Bell have like some good breakfast stuff?
They used to.
Oh, well, we here have Taco John's.
I think they sound exactly the same to me. I don't know what the difference is. It's a lot
like Taco Bell. You know how you guys have like, or we used to have Del Taco.
Yeah, Del Taco. We have that's in California.
Yeah, it's like the same kind of thing. Like, but we have a Taco John's, and Taco John's is like a. I don't know. It's just always been there, and it's like a little less greasy. That's what I'll say about Taco John's. But they make these potato rounds. They're like little like nuggets of perfectly seasoned potato, and they're like a tater tot, but it's like a flat disc, and they're so good. They're called potato olays.
Oh,
they're really good.
Just the way you're really describing it is
They're very, very good. Like as a child, I ate so many potato olays. And then eventually they came out with like a nacho sauce that you would dip the olays in. And then they started making spicy olays. Like it got wild. Yeah. They used to have this thing called the apple grande. which was like a dessert quesadilla with like apple like dessert. It was really good. Sorry, I cut you off. What?
No, there's a place out here. I'm trying to oh my god, I had it at the tip of my finger. They make this cilantro rice with beans, and you get like grilled chicken, and then they have like this cilantro lime sauce. And you basically like mix this bowl together, and it's like creamy, and you got like the beans in there, and you got like the chicken. Hold on one second. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I think it's called Pollo Tropical. That's what it's called.
Pollo Tropical.
They make really good food. If you're ever out here, you gotta try pollo. It is to die for.
Okay, I think I found the recipe, but I had oh. I don't know if I found it or not. They might have just crushed some potato chips and put it on the top, and that
been meaning
might
to
not
ask
count.
you.
What?
Have you found any good Chinese places around you?
There's one. Okay, there's two. There's one called like Heavenly Cuisine.
Okay,
and
is it heavenly?
Yes, it is.
Scale of 1 to 10?
I haven't had it enough. Now,
Fair
what
enough.
used to be there was because I got on the internet and I looked up that part of town, and I was looking for the Chinese restaurant that I used to go to, which I'm blanking the name of, but I really, really want to remember. It had a really cool name. It was I believe, like a Mandarin name. And then when I was Googling the same part of town, a Chinese restaurant popped up in its place, but with a different name. And I was like, huh. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot, just to see. And it wasn't as good, but it was good. It's like fancy Chinese food, if you understand. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, they make it expensive. They package it real big and nice, and put it, like they'll sit you down with like nice lighting, and like it's like quiet and stuff.
There's something about, even though like it's almost fast food, there's a different experience.
This is not. Yeah.
It's not. I know. It's kind of like a upscale version.
Yeah.
Of what you're used to.
They do some upscale Chinese food here. Like, my friend told me that was like semi-racist, that like white people would like to be waited on. And I was like, oh,
what?
I know. I was like, I was like, man, I just really appreciate the food, and I figure people want my money, but like, I was like, I don't know. But my grandmother used to love to get Chinese food, and I never thought it had anything to do with being waited on. I think she just liked the food. But yeah, she definitely didn't want to be cooking. And that was part of the reason that she went there. So I think that probably a lot of women of all ethnicities are quite grateful for the food that has been provided, that we don't have to cook. And so, well, I don't know. It's just nice not to have to cook. I think everyone feels that.
There's like I can see from my home state, there's almost like a connection with your pizza place, your sub place, and your Chinese food place. There's like always a Chinese food place you used to go to. They kind of always remembered you. They always like kind of knew what you were going to order. So there's that pizza place, you always knew you're going to get like the best deal. And like that honestly is like the key to comfort food. It's just like kind of finding, like, I love the upscale, but sometimes you gotta go a little home.
Well, there's a taco place here, and it's more of a burrito place that's like it's locally owned, but it's been around just as long as Chipotle. And I actually was introduced to it before Chipotle, but it's the same thing, basically. But it was locally founded, and it's called Pancheros. And Pancheros is open till 11 o'clock at night, which is like super incredible around here.
Is it the same price as Chipotle, or is it more
A
expensive?
little bit cheaper, which is really nice to have an option, hey? And it's very
cheaper?
fresh. Yeah, it's cheaper than Chipotle.
Wild.
Yeah, it's really, really great. And it's fresher. Like, the meat is nicer. You know,
Is
like,
it locally sourced?
you know, I've never researched like how they do Pancheros.
And this is located in Des Moines.
Yeah, and it's so here I'll send you like just like so you can kind of see what
By
they
the way,
look like.
For anybody that's not familiar, Carissa is like fantastic when it comes to like finding
Food.
these hidden gems.
Yeah,
particularly with food. So, if you're ever in the Des Moines area or thinking of coming to the Des Moines area, Carissa's your gal. Okay, so this place is called Pancheros. Chipotle-esque.
yeah. It's really, really good. And they have these tortilla chips that are blue corn, and they're so good. But their chicken and their meat and their pork, everything's seasoned like really, really good. And they mix up the ingredient in your burrito so that you don't get just like one big bite of like rice or like anything like that.
Oh my god, it has like almost like there's like a star in its logo. It looks like two drumsticks almost.
It's really cute. Yeah.
Like almost crisscrossed, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on Ingersoll Avenue.
There's quite a few of them. There's one near me, and there's one downtown Ingersoll, like you're talking about. There was one in Iowa City.
I see the blue chips.
They have one in Florida. Where's the Jupiter? They've got one in Jupiter, Florida.
Jupiter's pretty far, but
they've got one down there. Yeah, you see the chips?
Yeah, that's wild. I know what that is. That's blue corn.
I love it. I absolutely love those blue chips. Yeah.
What is that sauce? Is that like a cilantro lime sauce?
I think so. Yeah, their stuff is really fucking good. No, the green sauce is really spicy. Whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, I love spicy.
Okay.
I love spicy.
They had one in Iowa City, up in the college towns. They got them in the college towns too.
You know, I'm so weird. I'm like one of those people, like when I get on my burrito, I need that thing to be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Look, I'm sending you. You have to look at this website. Cheese just like ran down the computer screen.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna send you the link, and anybody who's listening, you should try and click on the link for Taco John's because it makes cheese run down the screen.
Oh my god!
Did it do it?
Yeah! Oh my god, it's so weird. It looked like cum for a second. Oh my god.
But yeah, you can see the potato.
Did I just jerk off on the podcast and it just like splattered all over the screen? Wow. It looks like a McDonald's, to be honest.
Oh, it's really good.
Like, all their color schemes are like so McDonald's.
I mean, a lot of people would say like it's not that great, but like honestly, I think it's great. And look, did you click on their breakfast menu? And look, there's the apple grande.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Had you ever? Yeah.
What the hell is this thing?
Yeah, it's good. Is what
There's
it is.
Cheddar cheese.
It's kind of like a churro.
Oh, okay. So, anybody that's out there, let me read this to you, okay? Backed by popular demand, our apple grande features a crunchy shell coated with cinnamon sugar.
It's like
which is
like
then
a churro
topped with warm apple filling and all natural cheddar cheese and sprinkled with red cinnamon candy dust. It has to be tasted to be believed.
People love the apple grande. I have to tell my dad the apple grande's back. He's gonna lose it.
I just the cheese and the apple.
Look, I know, but it's like people like it. I never did, but people do. They love it.
Oh, hello. Cheesy queso boss burrito.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Look at that.
I see the
queso
halo
fried chicken taco.
I see them. The potato oles. These kind of almost look like chicken nuggets, right? Yeah, they kind of do. They kind of look like. Wow. Okay. All right.
They're really good.
They look really good. Here it says, cook fresh and sprinkled with our signature blend of both. Wow. Okay. We managed to turn a simple spun into dipping them with nacho cheese, sour cream. I would probably do the nacho cheese.
So do you not know what a churro is? Do other people not know what churros are?
Yeah, I know what a churro is.
Oh, okay. Everybody knows what that is. All right.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
All
I think most people know. Like a churro is kind of like almost like a pastry cone, like looks like a bearing. You know?
Yeah. Well, these look the ones we had look kind of like a straw.
Oh, like this weed is fantastic. I got a sativa, I'm so by the jelly. Way, this time. And I'm so thankful because if I don't have a sativa, I can't stay up. I literally have no energy. I'm being serious. You know what I mean? Like that indica like hits and it's just like, Dave.
Oh, Dave. I miss how tired it would make me. Like sometimes I just need my brain to shut off.
Oh no. Oh my God, they have a 6-pack and a pound. See, this is great. Like they have, I like this. They have like, you can get like big packs of stuff. It's probably expensive, but like, hey, you know, a gallon or a big bucket of chicken from KFC these days is like $40. So yeah, it's like $40. I'm checking out Pancheros to see if there's any. Is there only one in Jupiter?
That's it. And then there were some on the East Coast.
Wow, there's only one in the whole Florida. Holy shit.
I guess my nephew is becoming a girl.
What? Okay, girl. What? I'm confused. It applies
to like our last conversation. Yeah, like my sister messaged me and was like, "Hey, Towns is now like a her and wants like some help." And I was like, "Oh.
How old is she?"
Okay. I guess she'd be 20.
Okay.
But I don't think she's trying to have any like surgeries. I think she's just like, you know, like gonna keep everything the way that it is, but is like gonna be a she.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, you know, I think we've talked about this a lot. Like, I consider myself to be very traditional gay. Okay, I'm very masculine. I do have a feminine side to me. But I like to, you know, keep an open mind to certain things, like pertaining to like there's certain ages to do things. Like there's a reason why we have restrictions. It's not to just be like, fuck you. Like there's a reason. And sometimes like what you're experiencing in your family, sometimes that's what she needs right now, you know? And if that's a situation, then that's a situation. You know, you take it day by day. Like they love you, you love them. That's all that matters. Right? You know?
Sure. I mean, I don't think it doesn't seem like she is like obsessed with being a she.
If it's what she's going through right now, then that's what it is.
You know, but like it doesn't seem like it's like she's like really, really interested in trying as hard as possible to be a she. Like it just kind of seems like I don't know.
You don't see these?
Those are really cute. I like it.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, the trolley sour by crawlers. I love gummies. Okay, I love gummy candies. I love the Coca-Cola shaped bottle ones. I love these.
Ew, I don't like the Coca-Cola candy.
I love the Coca-Cola ones.
Ew.
I like the little peach ones. You know what I'm talking about? The little peach ones. The sour strings, sour belts, gushers, fruit roll-ups. Look.
I love gushers, and I love the sour strips. I love the Airhead. They're
Airhead
like
is
little
amazing.
squares. Yeah, all Airhead stuff. The little squares. They're absolutely incredible.
Starburst.
They have rainbow strips. Airhead rainbow strips are out of this world. Starburst are good. Starburst now has Starburst gummies, which are really good.
Oh my god. The sour ones are to die for.
Hi-Chew. Hi-Chews are incredible.
They have
they're so good.
It's amazing because like it has like a hard shell, but it's like soft in the middle. And so when you like bite into it, it kind of like just melts.
It melts, but it also like lasts for a minute, which is really fun. Like it's like you don't just chew right through it and then you need another one. Like it takes a little bit of time to eat a Hi-Chew, which makes it really nice. And it's something that I didn't have my whole life, you know? We had Now Laters, which I really liked.
Lifesavers.
Yeah, there were a lot of Lifesaver gummies growing up.
As a kid, something I used to love was the Jolly Rancher hard candies. And I told you this. I have this obsession with the artificial grape flavor. I go nuts for that shit. Like, if I had a number 3 soda, it would be like Crush grape flavor. Okay? I used to love the grape flavor. Jolly Ranchers, like, I would be like literally ripping open the bag and just taking out those. And then just putting everything back in there.
Jolly Ranchers are really good. What's your favorite color? Grape? Watermelon.
Grape.
I like the grape too, but I like watermelon is my personal
I like the watermelon
favorite.
too. The watermelon too has like this nice, smooth aftertaste, you know? And
then,
it has a
on.
funky color. No, it has a funky color too. Yeah.
What I really enjoyed this year was like these like caramels, but they were like carameled apple flavored.
Yeah, I had those. I know you're talking about.
Amazing.
Delicious.
I have a bag downstairs.
They had a green inside was green.
Well, no, I've seen those, but those are good too, and I think they're by the same people, but these were soft caramels. I'll find a picture of it. But they were seasonal.
Did I tell you I have this obsession with fudge? I had a caramel apple fudge. Girl.
Oh, it's this one.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Are you sending it to me? Let me see.
Yeah. What were you telling me?
Yeah. What?
What were you telling me? Yeah, that was my song.
Oh, I have an obsession with I love fudge. And one of the
I love fudge too.
I love fudge. So I once had this caramel apple. Yes, I've had these. They're delicious.
Oh, they're fucking great.
Oh my god.
I bought 4 bags one night.
4?
4 bags because I couldn't find it and it was about to like sell out and then it wouldn't come back around until next fall. So I just bought all 4 once I found it.
Oh my god, I want to order one of these now.
Amazing, that shit. And like I would like keep it in a cool place.
Wait a minute. There's a maple cream. Wait a minute.
I saw that, but I never tried the maple.
Oh my god, there's more. Hold on. There's 3 flavors. Wait a minute. There's a pumpkin spice. There's a cinnamon cream. And there's a caramel apple. You know what? I'm just going to go with the caramel apple.
That caramel apple is out of this world, though.
Okay, I'm just going to go for 1 bag. Right?
Like 10 out of 10.
Okay, is 1 bag enough? I think 1 bag is enough.
Yeah. You'll go through it.
Don't remind me.
You will be ran through like Kamala Harris.
Whoa. Be paying back that back taxes. Damn.
She could pay that shit off. Dude, if Kamala did like one porn, she'd be so rich. Can you imagine?
I love when you do the gaggle. Everybody would when you do the gaggle.
Yeah, Kamala, she could pay all that shit back. She made like an OnlyFans.
Huh?
Kamala could make an OnlyFans. She can make a lot of money.
You know how much money she would make if she did an OnlyFans? Like, she would be...
This is a really good idea.
It would be... She'd be able to pay back the $1 billion that she stole.
That's what I mean.
You know, like... Listen, girl, you know, you gotta pay them bills.
If I were like her, like, you know, like PR agent or something, that's what I would say to her. I'd be like, all right, I got an idea. And she'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Oh my God. You know something? I wish her the best of luck, you know? It's she's gonna need it. You know, it's just but she's gonna definitely need to get the Werther's Original Caramel Apple Soft Caramels, which is available on Amazon for $14.99.
I just picture like she like shows up at like a fancy restaurant where like they used to like seat her like very quickly. But now when she shows up, like no one even acknowledges her face. Just kidding.
Oh my God, honey, you have gone to the depths of hell.
And then they won't seat her like more quickly than like a regular person. Like she's got to wait like everyone else to be seated.
Oh my God, I ordered it. It's coming Thursday. Yay!
It's pretty good. And if it sticks to the wrapper, you got to put it in the fridge for like a couple minutes.
My mom really loves that kind of stuff.
I love it.
I'm just trying to keep her as happy as possible until she has to see the doctor on Thursday, which I might have to miss school. So I'm trying to figure that out. I have to speak to them tomorrow. But I'm just thinking, like, my mom loves, like, especially like this time of year, they have the caramel apples, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit is bomb. Okay, if you get the right caramel apples, and some of them have like the chocolate covering, you know, like they put like something on it, you know, like M&Ms, you're like, oh.
Yeah, you know, like Downtown Disney.
Yes.
Or like yeah.
With the marshmallow, they have the marshmallow ears. And by the way, those marshmallows, you have to eat them like the day of. Otherwise, the next day they're like, pfft. But like the day of.
Yeah, so they like put this like marshmallow ear on it and then they dip it all in one so that it looks like a Mickey head. I like it when they put peanuts on it. Like they dip it and there's like peanuts packed into it.
They had crushed pecans.
That'd be good too.
Oh my God. And I had dark chocolate and then they drizzled on caramel.
I love slicing a carameled apple and eating it like apple slices.
It's like almost like a science, right? Like you have to like cut it the right way because you're like, you don't want to get to the sign. I mean,
yeah,
seeds.
You cut it the way you want to. Like, because it's like your apple.
Yeah.
I like to do like a big slice down like one side, you know? Yeah, and then like eat it. Yeah. The carameled apples from Downtown Disney, like one time Dad was like flying home and like stopped at Downtown Disney on the way home and brought me a carameled apple from Disney. And it was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like same day, you know, like.
Wait a minute, your dad flew into Florida. While he was there, he went to Disney and then flew back to Iowa and brought you this.
He was in Florida, and on the day that he flew back to Iowa, he went to downtown Disney in the morning and bought a carameled apple and
God.
brought it home.
Oh my God, that's so wild.
It was so sweet. He brought me a carameled apple from Disney.
Oh my God. That would be like
it was
the most
so
wildest.
Tasty.
It was like be like the most wildest thing to wake up the next morning. You're like, wait, what? Where did this
we were
come?
talking about Chinese food. Like, do you remember? I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen The Simple Life with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton?
No, but I no.
Do you know what it is? Is
No.
a TV show? There was a TV show that was on MTV or like VH1, one of those channels, and it was called The Simple Life. And what it was is they had taken Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie when they were about like 20 something, like really young, and they sent them to ho-dunk towns and made them work regular jobs. And they filmed it. It was reality TV and it was absolutely hilarious. The Simple Life is one of the best TV shows ever made, in my opinion. Honest to God.
But it was young Paris Hilton, not the
It
Paris.
It was Paris Hilton when she was like 20, 21, 22, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Early 20s. And they just screw around. And all the wonderful little simple life people that actually truly live in the towns that they're visiting have such genuine responses to these just like completely ridiculous early 20-year-olds. It's just is such an interesting mixture of two different cultures to watch. It's absolutely incredible. But in the TV show, Paris Hilton is really like homesick. And Paris has agreed to do this, but I can tell that like it really does suck for her. Like she is kind of like sad at different points, but at one point her mom sends her Chinese food and she has it like overnighted like to like the middle of nowhere, like because Paris Hilton's mom is so rich that she has this like fine delicacy Chinese food from, have you heard of Chen Chen?
No.
Chen Chen is one of the fanciest Chinese restaurants in Los Angeles. And
is it with an SH?
I think it would be spelled like Chi-Chi or Chi-Chi, but with N's at the end. So Chin, Chin, Chen Chen. But it's I believe in Beverly Hills. And I've been there. But it's super fancy and everybody eats there to be all like fancy. But Paris Hilton's mother had this Chinese food like shipped from Beverly Hills, like within like hours to where Paris was, like in the middle of like nowhere, Oklahoma. And that is just mind blowing to me. And so I felt like a princess when my dad brought me that carameled apple.
Holy, oh God. Whoa. I'm looking at this website and my mind is like, wow.
What, Chen Chen?
It's just called Chen. Like there isn't two.
Oh, it's just Chen?
Yeah, it's just Chen.
Yeah.
But it's like Xian. Let's see how expensive this shit is. Holy, my mind is telling me no. Wow, it's not that expensive. Whoa, $21 for garlic noodles. Shao.
You're at the wrong place. Are you sure that you're looking at the right thing?
I think so.
Hold on.
We have to
I wonder if it's even really that fancy anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I look at the website, it almost looks like kind of basic. Like, they might have like gone like more chill,
cultural, more accepting,
more mainstream than they used to.
More beige.
They've got one in West Hollywood, one in Studio City, one in Las Vegas, one in Brentwood. Brentwood's pretty fancy.
Yeah. You got the people with the Aston Martins. Definitely.
Okay, so what? How much did you say the food was?
I would say, like, average, your bill would be between $50 to $75.
Dude, it was like $100 for like 4 people to go to Olive Garden the other night.
It's gotten expensive these days. I mean, I could tell you, like, Chick-fil-A is not getting any day cheaper. McDonald's is, whoo, no more Mickey D's. BK's, though, surprisingly, like, I'm gonna put my hands up. I sometimes will go to BK's because it's cheap as fuck and the food is actually kind of good.
Okay, good to know. Okay,
Yeah, they have a deal where you get 2 Whopper Juniors for $5, and if you like choose to get cheese, it's like $6 for 2. So it's like $3 each, and you got a meal.
Okay, so like on Chin Chin, like General Tao's chicken is $20.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You're looking at a bill that's about $50 to $70.
Yeah, because like you still want some rice, and then you're gonna get a drink, maybe, like.
Yeah, but they're not gonna give you rice with your dish. Like,
I
there's
know,
no.
so you got to buy some stuff in addition
That's
to
what
your
they
$20.
do. That's how they make their money. Was I looking at the right place? I was looking at the right
No,
place. Okay, can you send me the right place?
I did. I sent it to you.
Oh.
Did you see my name?
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh my god, this is an experience. Holy shit. Oh, wow, they have different locations. Okay, so like the most expensive one would probably be Brentwood.
I really miss California. I feel stupid.
Okay, wow, okay. Everything is like, woo, they got beef?
Yeah, so Paris Hilton's mom like had this like shipped to her, and it was like comfort food. Like it made her so happy. I'll
Ooh,
find
they
that.
have orange chicken. Okay. I'm like putting an order together so I just have an idea of like how much this is. Okay, let's say you want to do. Yeah, but it's just like wild because yeah, I mean, that is a very expensive Chinese order.
I found the episode. It was
You
released.
did?
Yeah, it was aired in July of 2007.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
Okay, do we have an episode?
Yes, we do.
Or is it the whole?
You want to wrap this up?
No. I mean storyline. Still working at the love camp, Paris and Nicole bring an adult film star, Jenna Jameson, to help them throw a love ceremony vow for the 5 dysfunctional couples. Paris also confides in her visiting mother, as well as Nicole, about her feelings for Hunter. Meanwhile, Ed's son, Patrick, begins to play practical jokes on the superficial blondes. Nicole mistakenly thinks Ed is responsible for the pranks against them.
Oh my god, devious.
Realities by chainsawing his office desk in half.
Wow, totally realistic.
Wow.
Like, definitely something that a normal person in a real world setting would do.
It says nothing about the Chinese restaurant. And now I'm just not even sure if that's the right episode.
But even more so, I actually put together an order, which I will send to you, and hopefully you can see this too. But this gives you an idea of like what like a chin chin order would be. Like this is
a chin chin order.
Yeah, it was like $77. Like with the orange chicken, with the miso soup, with pork pot stickers, tea, edamame, and
for
spring
one night.
rolls.
Can you imagine spending $70 just to like not be hungry?
Well, honey, if you got the change, cha-ching, baby.
I feel like with that type of meal, I could create leftovers. Like, because that plate of like orange chicken is pretty big. And if I bought like some rice and like everything else, I feel like I could like save a little for the next day to heat up.
They have crispy, spicy honey shrimp that's like $25. And I'm like, ouch.
I guess it's absolutely incredible, though.
There's shrimp and lobster style sauce. Okay, get this. Sauteed shrimp with eggs, scallions, black beans, peas, and carrots in a garlic ginger lobster style sauce.
It is amazing. It's food for the rich.
It is food for the rich. Like, this is what
I used to eat like this.
This is what Panda Express would be like if it was like owned by Dior. Okay, I'm being serious. Like, this is what it feels like.
It's your Dior Panda Express.
Yeah, like a fucking tofu dish is $18.
Do you think that Kim Kardashian has ever eaten at Panda Express?
She may not want to admit it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
So you think she probably has?
Oh, wow. The cheapest thing on their menu is steamed rice, which is, ready? A whopping $1.
What?
It's $1.
For steamed rice, it's $1?
It's $1.
That's pretty bomb.
Yeah, but for Yang Chow fried rice, can you imagine just like gonna chin chin and be like, can I have an order of just steamed rice on the side?
You're like the bitch that sits down at the table and is like, so I'll just have some rice, and you're like pouring soy sauce all over it.
You're trying to be fancy and like give all the goddamn chopsticks, and you're like pretending to eat slow because you don't want to waste your time. You
get like one martini that costs more than your rice.
Right? Oh my god!
You're like, I'm not even gonna buy food, but I am buying a martini. God damn it!
Yeah, like for the $12. Let me get that. Olive, can I get
is there alcohol drinks on that menu?
How
much do they cost?
Know.
What the absolute fuck? They never tell you that. Handcrafted beverages.
Wow,
I don't think they have alcohol on here.
They have a package called the Empress, which feeds 25 to 30 people. It's $499.
Wow. That's probably actually a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think we got to figure out an order.
Yeah, I mean, can they overnight it? Because I'm feeling kind of homesick.
I mean, if you can get in touch with Paris Hilton's mom, or maybe Paris Hilton, we may be able to do something.
To me, it's funny because this is even fancier than P.F. Chang's. Like, this is beyond P.F. Chang's. Like, this is like what P.F. Chang's is trying to be.
I've never
gone. Yeah.
I've eaten at P.F. Chang's before, and like,
I have not.
It's good. I give it like a solid 7.
Like, who created P.F. Chang's? Is that just like one giant like ripoff of a culture?
Maybe. It definitely sounds it, doesn't it?
Well, that's just awful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Panda Express has got to be just one big ripoff of someone's culture, right?
Yeah, but Panda is like when there's no Chinese food available. Like,
yeah, but like there would be Chinese food around because like I've seen a P.F. Chang's put other Chinese food out of business.
Yeah, but it's kind of different out here. Like independent Chinese places are kind of better, So like there isn't that many like P.F. Chang's or
Panda Express. I've seen a Panda Express put the Chinese food out. Yeah, there wasn't as much Chinese food like spread out in Los Angeles, but there were like pockets of it.
Yeah.
But then again, they had like not like your Americanized Chinese food like I would call up and order. They had like actual Chinese restaurants, which were very confusing for me to navigate. Like I'd be like, I don't know this menu at all. And I feel like a lot of time, and it was because it was the restaurants that actual Chinese people would get food from. And so it wasn't made for me. And as compared to Chinese food that had been restaurants that have been opened in order to make profit off of all kinds of people, including white people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so they usually make the menu kind of more like something I'd be able to understand.
There's a Chinese place I used to order from in my old place. Holy shit. Like, first off, like, this place was not only not made for Americans, it was made for, like, people in the islands. Like, the food was so fucking spicy. But I love that shit so much. I just kept on ordering it. But yeah.
I look at P.F. Chang's, like, menu, and, like, all their stuff is not, like, that much cheaper than Shenzhen. Like, it's, like, $17.79, which is basically, like, $18. And, like,
Yeah,
$18 is only a couple bucks cheaper than $20.
Yeah, and honestly, P.F. Chang's is, like, not that fancy. It is kind of fast foody. Like, it is sit down, like, you do have a waiter and stuff, but
yeah, it's not fancy.
No, not at all.
We don't have really, like, fancy here.
No.
No, it's weird.
We kind of have that out here. But,
I haven't found it. I miss the bouge.
I do too.
Yeah. Did I tell you they fired my coworker on his birthday?
You did.
Yeah.
Poor fuck.
Really, really, really weird.
Well, we wish him we wish him the best.
Yeah.
Even though his birthdays will now suck, but you'll forget it eventually after, like, a few decades or something. You know?
I don't know. I just want to know, like, the rest of the story. Like, what was the rest of the day like, you know?
I don't even want to know, because, like, honestly, I think I would start breaking down crying with him, you know, and be like,
I know, but I want to know if he's all right. I mean, I'm sure he's all right. Like, everybody's got to, you just have to be all right. Like, you have no choice.
I don't think he, like, jumped off a bridge or something. Like, no. You know, I mean, because it was his birthday, you know, after all. You know, he was fired. So I'm just pointing out the obvious. You know, just saying. Do you want to?
You want to get out of here?
You want to? Yeah, I want to go to bed. I got to get up in the morning.
Good night, David.
Night, everybody. So this has been experience and something. So anyway, if you want to find Carissa, you can find her at American Groove Pod on Instagram. If you want to find the podcast, you can find us. Lost the Groove Pod. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So with that, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! We'll catch you motherfuckers on the next one. Peace out.
Peace out.
Okay, I'm